Hello, class. This is Professor Blankenship again, and today we're going to cover the last two chapters from our textbook, chapters 11 and 12, which focuses on the sustainability perspective of CSR and also touches on value creation. I do want to remind you there are two assignments due this week. The first is the Patagonia case study, and Patagonia they're the gold standard as far as I'm concerned when it comes to CSR practices, uh, as well as the article, the sustainability article, which should be within the last 6 months, finding a new recent news article and sharing that with us as well. Both of those two assignments are due on Sunday night before midnight Central Time. So please make sure you meet that deadline. There are really four reasons why businesses should care about sustainability and why their actions are so critical. And it boils down to climate change, resilience, natural capital, and of course the stakeholders. And with climate change, whether you're an activist, whether you're a denier, whether you're somewhere there in the middle, I would hope that we could all agree that businesses and individuals need to properly interact with our natural environment, our natural Earth's natural resources, uh, and its consumption of energy, consumption of water, um, our carbon footprint, and so forth and so on. Our resilience looks for ways to manage in an imbalanced world, and we need to act in ways that not only save ourselves but are forward thinking and looking toward future generations. So that's another one, the resilience piece. And it's really important that companies come along voluntarily instead of having to be forced to adapt. Natural capital is the third one, and it's the stock of all the resources that exist in our natural environment and the cost of the resources being extracted and utilized by companies. They just consume such large chunks of that. So we need to be aware of both the damage done to the and then the cost as well of replacing those natural resources. So again, consumer behavior really can drive a lot of that for us. The fourth item that's critical is the stakeholders, and they can really put pressure on the firms. They're the ones who can demand the transparency that we need to see, and of course the firm's environmental performance. And so they monitor that, they watch that, and they help drive that with their voice and with their concerns. So again, those are the four main reasons. It comes down to firms being fully committed to their strategic CSR plans, along with their values and the morals and the business ethics. So ethical organizations must have ethical cultures. It needs to resonate throughout the company. And those are things that, is made up of the morals and the values and the ethics of the individuals within that company. So the difference between maybe an unethical type act and an illegal act is generally arbitrary, but an unethical act will become or can become an illegal act when there is sufficient societal level agreement that they may be made to do so. So again, uh, strategic CSR, it delivers an operational and strategic advantage to a firm, and it is really the central goal is about value creation, and that's the firm's primary purpose is creating value for their stakeholders. So sustainable value creation, it's about the price of the products or the services, and price really is the best means of measurement that we have, uh, which impacts the economic value and has impacts from the societal value as well. So all that sort of involves helping us deliver that value to our customer. Finally, I would just say this: when it comes down to strategic decision making, um, in a value based business, the firm's tactics inform the strategy, which then sort of serves to achieve the mission and the vision of the organization. And we talked about in chapter 9 about the CSR filter, but that's where it comes in here to help ensure that the stakeholders' concerns are really placed at the heart of the decision-making process of the organization. So again, these were chapters 11 and 12 from your textbook, and I do appreciate you watching today, and thank you for your time.